There's so much to love about Maine. The people, the places, the food. And we're here to share it all with you. Each week, our team brings you the very best of vacation land. This is MaineLife.
Oh, lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair. Oh, lover, I'll see you there, after many miles.
To grow a great oyster, it takes a really good place and a really good practice. You know, this is known kind of as the Napa Valley of oysters, and it's just fantastic.
I thought a farm-to-table restaurant was the perfect way to share this building and our beautiful river with the community.
Regenerative ag is protecting our most valuable asset, our soil. Without that, we wouldn't be able to produce the crops that we do, and we wouldn't be able to feed the people that we feed.
Cheers, from farm to literal table. Yeah.
Maine continues to surprise and inspire me. After living and working in this beautiful state my entire life, I continue to discover new places and meet a lot of hardworking and interesting people. Just one of the reasons I love supporting MaineLife. Each week, it takes us all somewhere new and exciting. Hi, I'm Andrew Silsby, President and CEO of Kennebec Savings Bank. Come into any of our locations and experience the difference. But until then, we hope you enjoy this episode of MaineLife. Thanks for watching.
Hi everybody, and welcome to this episode of MaineLife, where we get to celebrate a handful of our chefs, farmers, and producers from what is grown in the ground, out in the sea, and up in the trees. We get to enjoy some of Maine's most cherished foods. I hope you're hungry. Let's go.
We're starting off at Glidden Point Oyster Farms on the Damariscotta River, and I've brought my friend Andrew Silsby, who also loves Maine oysters.
To grow a great oyster, it takes a really good place and a really good practice, a really good husbandry. And the Damariscotta is the place to grow oysters, arguably in the country, in the world, and be able to work right here on the water is everything. This is Colin here, our farm manager here at Glidden Point. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna head upriver to check out where we grow some of the oysters. What makes the Damariscotta so special is that we have the Great Salt Bay, and the Great Salt Bay heats up really hot starting in the spring, and when the tide goes out, it funnels down beneath the bridge there. That's the highway of food for these oysters. And then right where we're coming through right now is Glidden Ledges, and just that little narrow spot right there allows this body of water to heat up, and the heat of the water and the food allow the oysters to grow. So right here, we're gonna pull up to some of the cages where we grow oysters on the surface. These are what we call our topsider oysters because they're grown on the top side of the water column. These oysters are 2 years old. We grow them upriver for 1 year, and then we store them in these cages actually on the bottom, directly underneath where we are, over winter to keep them protected from possible ice flow. Then we will pull them up out of the water. We sort them into size, and they are just about ready for our nice topsiders.
Pretty.
Beautiful.
Yep, it's pretty cool. We get a nice white coloration on the shells down here at DL2. They can be a little bit greener upriver just due to the amount of algae that's present. You can see it's still growing right there.
Oh, wow.
That fine cuticle tip.
Cool.
That is really cool.
So cool.
You know, this is known kind of as the Napa Valley of oysters, and it's just got everything, as Ryan was saying, with the Great Salt Bay, Glidden Ledge, it's just fantastic. We're back to shore at the culling table. Each one of these different bins represents a different size oyster. They're separating the ugly misshapen oysters, our small petites, our larger cocktails, and then when they're done culling, all of these will go to their designated location, be sunk down in the water, and they'll sit there until we sell them.
All right, we got an order for a couple hundred oysters. I've been doing this for the last 6 years. It started off as a summer job, and then once I graduated college, I became full-time. So I studied marine science, and I didn't want to work in a lab, so that's one of the reasons why I love this job so much, is because I get to be outside on the water every single day. It's cool to see our product on a menu. Every once in a while, I'll look on the plate and say, I remember that oyster, because sometimes they all have their little quirks to them, and I touch every single oyster and see it from the very beginning to the end, so it's pretty cool.
We have a retail here, a farm store, and so we let the public come see what we do. We offer beer and wine. We have a food truck that offers some food, and then we give our oysters, and it's a shuck your own, so we teach you how to shuck yourself.
Hey, May.
Hi.
Looks great.
Okay, take your oyster, and I like to tuck it in, like I'm putting it to sleep, like that.
Tuck it in.
And now, and all we're trying to do is get enough leverage to pop this top shell up. Yep, perfect, amazing. And now we need to sever the abductor muscle, which is about right here. Perfect.
Well, we're going to have more at the River House, but until then, thank you guys. Nice to see you again. Thank you, May. Appreciate it.
Of course, thank you.
River House is a restaurant in Damariscotta that sources oysters from Glidden Point. So Andrew and I are bringing a bag with us as we head upriver to enjoy the table part of this seat-to-table experience.
Special delivery.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chef.
Awesome.
Hello and welcome to River House. I'm Eleanor, I'm the owner, and we are located here in Damariscotta, Maine on the beautiful Damariscotta River, which is very famous for our oysters. We source our oysters from Glidden Point Oyster, and we are so excited to have you here to see what we do. So Damariscotta is a perfect example of some of the best of what Maine has to offer, where you have a vibrant, locally owned downtown with businesses that serve the community in a place that's surrounded by farms and forest. And we've lost that in so much of the country, but we have that here. And this building was a real estate office, and it was empty most of the time. And I thought, what a waste. This needs to be a place that the community comes and gathers. And as a supporter of local agriculture and investor in food businesses in Maine, I thought a farm-to-table restaurant was the perfect way to share this building and our beautiful river with the community. The menu is really centered on the authenticity and what's beautiful and delicious about the food. We don't try to cover it up. We try to enhance it, let the food shine. We do a lot of crudo and raw bar items, but we are also really known for the fact that everything that's cooked here is cooked on our wood-fired grill. And we really pay attention to just the combination of flavors in a way that enhances and brings things to life. I remember before even opening up the restaurant, sitting down with Ryan McPherson and talking to him about Glidden Point and what a great match they would be for our restaurant. Very much in line with our values. Love the seat-to-table aspect, but also we've collaborated around support for nonprofits in the community. And I feel like Glidden Point is a values-based business. We are a values-based business, and plus their oysters are fabulous.
Hi, Zara.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the River House.
Thank you.
Today you're going to be enjoying our Maine bluefin tuna crudo. That's going to be served with some sea trout roe. We have our tomato salad, beautiful local heirloom tomatoes. And then you just got off the boat at Glidden Point, so these are beautiful Glidden Point oysters tonight. Those are going to be served with a kimchi garlic mignonette. And then finally, if you want to start with this first, right? This is our Maine blueberry float. So Maine blueberry soda, house-made frozen custard, whipped cream, cookie crumbles, and a mini lemon cheesecake.
What? This looks so yummy. Thank you.
Enjoy,
and this seat, look at, not a bad seat in the house, but this one's pretty great. I know. Thank you, Zara.
Of course.
What a nice little afternoon we've had.
Oh, this is beautiful.
I know.
I love Damariscotta. It's such a special part of central Maine, from the mountains over to the coast. So thank you for inviting me.
I know. Hey, it's what MaineLife's all about, my friend.
Here we go. We're going to do it.
Thanks for supporting us.
You got it.
Hi, I'm Jaeger with Berlin City. We'll do anything to make your car dealership experience easier. Did you just wink at us? Like saving you money, because we don't need celebrity athletes to do our commercials. Yeah, I'm great at football. Like saving you time by servicing your vehicle fast. How fast, you ask? Faster than a cheetah. We also support our community. Like money for kids. Like for school supplies and stuff. Here you go. So stop overpaying and wasting time looking for a deal. We're Berlin City, and the party is on.
Welcome back, everybody. A big part of MaineLife is farm life. Our travels now take us to Fryeburg, Maine, where for generations this family has stewarded the land and grown the best potatoes that you can enjoy at local restaurants throughout our state, or the next time you're at local Hannaford, pick up a bag and enjoy them at home. Welcome, everybody, to Green Thumb Farms.
The Thibodeau family and Green Thumb Farms have been farming this valley for 59 years. Today we're here in front of Kearsarge Mountain in a beautiful field of potatoes that are being harvested on our third generation potato farm. Farming is very rewarding. It's emotional. It can be very physical. It's very technical. We have to continually educate ourselves to stay with the times and the technologies that are out there. Partnerships with companies like Hannaford allow us to develop, allow us to expand, and we have to continually evolve into varieties that produce better, look better, taste better, and that is the key to our success.
We've been working with Green Thumb to supply the everyday potatoes to our consumers at a high quality. So the reds, the russets, the whites. And through the years, we've partnered with them on expanding on some of the offerings. So we've worked closely with them during the off season on different types of seeds, different types of potatoes for different occasions, and just to offer something different on the shelf for our customers.
Being able to be a part of someone's success and being able to see somebody thrive in your community because of the work that you do and the partnerships that you build, it's pretty fantastic stuff, and it helps you get up every day and want to go to work. And then also just as a consumer, knowing where my food comes from, it feels pretty great to have a part in that and know that my kids and my family are getting great local product.
The potatoes are only down this far to the bottom of the hill, right? And they're all in there. These are Queen Anne's. It's a great eating potato. It's got a nice waxy, firm skin on it. Little dots that you see, they're called lenticels, and that's how they take in their nutrients from the ground. They're open, they're just like the pores on our body. Oh. And then as we have it out of the ground, they'll start to close up and the skin will get better and better, and it'll go to the market and go to somebody's dinner table. Our soils are very rich in minerals, but if you didn't treat them well, you would deplete your minerals. With regenerative ag, we are constantly protecting what is in the ground. Our plants are planted into fertile soil. They're fertilized in a sub-acre manner with satellite imagery, and then we harvest the potato. We put the plant residue back into the ground. We put a cover crop on that, which seals the ground. And our soil in America is where the majority of our carbon is stored. Carbon in the air is not great. It's affecting the greenhouse gases. Carbon in the ground is incredibly important to our agriculture in the US. So regenerative ag is protecting our most valuable asset, our soil. Without that, we wouldn't be able to produce the crops that we do, and we wouldn't be able to feed the people that we feed. Every 7 to 10 minutes, about 35,000 pounds of potatoes are leaving the field, headed for our state-of-the-art climate-controlled storages. And we can store potatoes comfortably for 8 to 10 months in these buildings, which keeps food close to home. And we all know that local food is responsible food. So that's a key part of what we do here.
Thank you for showing us how it's made.
Sure.
And now we're going to go enjoy a really great lunch with one of your local restaurant partners.
I would think if you really wanted to, you could take some potatoes from the storage to Duckfat and they'd cook them for you. And that would be taking it full circle.
Some great fries.
Yeah.
I haven't been in a while and I'm so excited to bring all of you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Dirty
Thank you
hands
for coming.
and all.
For over 153 years, Kennebec Savings Bank has been a community bank for everyone. Whether it's providing convenient account access, a quick and easy loan process, or supporting the community, our goal is to create lasting relationships rooted in trust and respect. It's always been about integrity and doing what's right for our customers and our communities. I'm Craig Garofalo, and I invite you to stop by a Kennebec Savings Bank location and experience the difference.
There are times we need to pause, to take a breath, and a beat, and reawaken the senses. Plan your trip at visitmaine.com.
Hi, I'm Todd Bowen, Vice President of Operations at Hannaford Supermarkets. I cannot think of a better place to work or live than right here in Maine. Hannaford has been part of our community since 1883, and our commitment to our associates, our customers, and our state still guide us today. Whether you're a student looking for flexible hours, or if you're interested in a long-term career, we have many opportunities that may be just right for you. From the way we celebrate our culture to how we support our communities, together we are greater than groceries.
At Poland Spring, we've called Maine home since 1845 and are proud to be part of the community. Over the past 2 decades, investing more than $12 million in the place that we call home. Poland Spring, 100% natural spring water.
Excitement comes standard with the Honda Accord, and so does a turbocharged engine. Stand out with the Honda Accord. Contact your Honda dealer today or shop online.
Duckfat, we have been open for coming up on our 20-year anniversary this winter. Really have been a staple of the Portland food scene in that time, most well known for our Belgian fries. Our original location is over on Middle Street. We opened the Friet Shack up here on Washington Avenue 6 years ago now. We absolutely had the need for a commissary kitchen to keep up with the volume down on Middle Street, and took advantage of this space and our collaboration with Oxbow and opened this takeout window up here at the Friet Shack. Folks can order at the window, can also order online, and you're more than welcome to enjoy your food inside at Oxbow, as well as Hardshore down at the other end of the block here, and outside in our beautiful beer garden. We've been really focused on Maine cuisine, focused on working with as many local purveyors as we can. Really have passion for just serving fantastic food and supporting the entirety of the Maine food scene.
Thank you for bringing some potatoes from Green Thumb Farm. We gotta bring them back here, clean them up, go through the process of what makes them into a great French fry that we're known for. Here you are, DJ. Thank you. So the process starts here. We hand punch every single potato. It's about 4,000 pounds a week that DJ punches. The potato we use is a white Norris potato. We find that that's the best potato for frying. The process to make it into a Belgian friet is to be twice cooked in animal fat. It could be beef tallow, it could be pork fat. Obviously with us, duck fat is our fat of choice. The first cook will be done at a lower temperature, allowing for the potato to be fully cooked. The second cook will be fried at a higher temperature, so you're focusing more there on creating the exterior skin for that super nice crunch and still a fully cooked French fry, as opposed to if you were to cook it once at a really high temperature, you're gonna have a burnt French fry with a hard middle. This wall of fish tubs will be gone in probably 36 to 48 hours would be my guess. So it's about a 3-day shelf life for 4,000 pounds of French fries a week. So just a little perspective there. I think a great part about our menu is highlighting parts of Maine, whether it be the potatoes from Green Thumb Farms, cheese curds from Pineland Farms, local produce as well as meats. I grew up with my family in the food scene here in Portland, Maine in the 90s and early 2000s. Excited to be in a state that appreciates food and where food comes from, I think is a really defining aspect of this state.
Oh boy.
Here you are. So we got some French fries here with a flight of sauces, poutine, our Duckfat Caesar salad with smoked duck breast and cured egg yolks there. We have our barbecue brisket sandwich there with a barbecue sauce made from a Saison from Oxbow, our well-known Duckfat grilled cheese, the original shake, and a strawberry shake to go with.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Chef.
enjoy.
I so appreciate it. Yeah, cheers from farm to literal table. Yeah. So I have my friend Alyssa joining me today for lunch. Thanks, Alyssa.
Thank you for having me. I'm so glad we could visit my hometown of Fryeburg and our friends at Green Thumb Farm.
Well, I keep getting made fun of by Vanessa from a previous episode where I ordered French fries and their mashed potatoes in one sitting. I don't see anything wrong with that.
I don't either. I have never met a potato that I didn't like.
Amen.
So.
Well, before we get into all of the other deliciousness, we should probably start with our Green Thumb Duckfat fries.
Yes. All right.
Here's to that. Thank you to Chef and Trevor and his team for supporting local.
Happy fall, everyone, and welcome back to the Kittery Trading Post.
It is good to be back, looking good in your Carhartt, and I'm really digging these chairs.
These chairs are great for the fall and winter. They're padded. They help keep you a little bit warmer.
Well, we got the warm days and the cool nights, some of my favorite, and so many adventures ahead. Of course, MaineLife is all about the outdoors, just like KTP.
And what do you and the crew have planned this fall?
We're going to be fishing on Long Lake, hiking all around MDI, golfing, leaf peeping, chasing brooks around, of course, and eating.
And as always, Erin, you've come to the right place for all your outdoor adventures and needs.
I also like enjoying my backyard. I bought my solo stove here, great for keeping me warm, but also for s'mores.
How about pizza outdoors? This is a new item for us, outdoor cooking at its finest. They come in both propane and wood-fired version. And for your everyday needs, there are so many brands to choose from as we begin to think about the colder months ahead.
KTP is the place where I come in for one thing and I swear I leave with a cart full because there's always something new to discover.
Well guys, keep shopping and fill that cart right up to the top.
See you soon.
So after leaving Kittery Trading Post, here we are on the way home, bringing the kiddos to an 8th generation family-owned and operated apple orchard. And in the spirit of this episode of how it's grown, made, and enjoyed, we are amongst over 40 varieties of apples, but there are some sweet treats in the farm stand as well. So let's get picking.
We are part owners here and 8th generation here at McDougal Orchards. We own the business with our parents, Jack and Ellen, and we feel very lucky to be continuing on a family legacy. We're standing in front of one of the trees that our great-grandfather planted.
I think we're incredibly lucky to have family that has been consistently interested in taking over the farm and adapting the farm to what the family needs and certainly what the community needs as well, because we definitely are very involved in our community.
Really, when we get into the harvest season, you see how important it is to offer these open spaces to people who are coming to visit. We get people who come up from downtown Sanford here once a week almost, so they bring their kids up. It's a place for them to run, to learn about growing things, where their food comes from, to get to talk to farmers. And we get people coming up from out of state who this is what they're looking for, because this is what they think of as being Maine, a real Maine experience. So I want you to take this one and turn it upside down. Turn it up to the sky and it'll come right off for you, okay?
Okay.
Turn it upside down, just like that. See how easy it comes off?
Yeah. What kind of apples are these?
These are Macintosh apples.
Oh.
These trees are almost 100 years old. They were planted by my great-grandfather.
Oh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We really strive to educate people on the best way to whether it's growing apples or how to pick them, or pruning classes in the wintertime, or if the apple's not perfect, that it's still a good apple and it still can be used. Education is a huge, huge part of why we continue to do this as well.
Hard to do without 2 front teeth, huh? Mmm, sour.
We like to have it that whether you meant to or not, you always leave having learned something new.
Thank you everybody for watching this episode of MaineLife. To follow all of our amazing adventures, you can check out our Instagram, MaineLife TV, or at Erin Ovalle, our Facebook page, MaineLife Media. You can get all of our shows for free on YouTube and the New Center Maine app, and become a MaineLife member. Sign up by going to our website, MaineLifeMedia.com, for exclusive content, some great deals, and so much more. Happy adventuring, everybody. We'll see you next week. Here's what I got for you.
Awesome. Yeah, can we do this again?
Yeah, totally. Yes, you've never met a potato.
So my life. I'm a little slow in the uptake. I'm too concentrated on the food, Johnny.
Whoa.
Oh.
There we go.
We're on camera.
Yeah.